We help parents raise their kids to be Christ followers. I'm Pastor Dwayne, and today's topic is what to do when it seems like it isn't working. When your child is little and you are in the middle of all the training and disciplining, it can really seem like your approach to parenting just isn't working. That's especially true if you have a strong-willed child. A child that only wants to do what he wants to do can be a really big challenge. And as we move through these tips, you're going to hear more about that. There are children that can be very compliant and rule followers. Now, this is a generalization, but it's often the firstborn child. Birth order can have a different impact on children. When you look at Scripture, you see all sorts of birth order issues surrounding children because of the blessing the firstborn child received. But somewhere along the way, depending on how many kids you have, there will be a child that will be at some level non-compliant and strong-willed. So many of you will experience this sense of the biblical approach not working. But this understanding is critical to a biblical approach to parenting. We don't do what we do because it works or not. We do it because we have faith in God and His Word. We leave the results up to God. Our faith is not in methods. There are methods that work, but they have long-term consequences. For example, the Bible tells us not to bribe, but you can bribe a kid and it'll work. Problem is that over time, a compliant, bribed child becomes an entitled teenager. So we can't have confidence in our methods. We have to have confidence in God. Our faith is in the Lord. I want to say it this way. Our confidence isn't in the methods of Scripture. Our confidence is in God. If our faith were in its methods, then we could get our eyes off the goal. We say, Jesus, I trust you with the outcome. I'm putting my trust in you and in your word. What you do with my child is totally up to you. We make our parenting a matter of faith in God. Now, the Bible teaches us not to become weary in doing well. Be faithful to His word and believe His promises. It's up to God to provide the results. And when you think that way and parent that way, you'll be living by faith. And your child will grow up in a home of faith. That's as important as anything else. God uses your desire to raise your kid right to get to your heart. Thanks for listening to me. Now, take a moment and let Him speak.